reason we love...
Would you guys say this is top 5 national parks in America? Grand Teton?
To save the inner park loop for the second half of the drive is because of the build. I think it's more enjoyable to see the Tetons from far away and finish up all close in person.
And the Grand is out.
No.
Go seize the moment.
It's always important.
Oh my. Okay, sorry. Take a look.
All close in person.
And the Grand.
And you guys are telling me this is real? Nah. Today I'll be reacting to Scenic Driving Tour of Grand Teton National Park. My friends, this should be a fascinating one. But before I go into that, let me ask you for one thing. If you can leave a like, thank you so much. It's the best way to show support. If you can subscribe, well, in that case, yeah, forget about it. You make my day. Have that in consideration. Now, link for the original video in my description. They are a small channel. Give them some love. Let me say one thing. National parks in America, come on. They are so beautiful. I'm really curious to check this one out. Let's play it.
Today, Nina and I are going to take you on a scenic 42-mile loop around Grand Teton National Park. This is one of our favorite ways to show off this beautiful place to friends and family, all from the car. As we drive, we are excited to share with you some of our favorite stops, photo spots, and if we're lucky, we can get to see some wildlife along the way. Get ready to discover all the best spots for photography and wildlife on our Grand Teton National Park driving tour.
Grand Teton. Okay, my friends, this will be a good one. Oh, by the way, what the hell? Look at the reflection on the water. I believe this is in Wyoming, right? Such a beautiful state. I know it's a big one, but not a lot of people live there, from what I understand. But in terms of natural beauty, Mother Nature is very kind to Wyoming. Am I crazy saying that? I don't think so. Oh, well, let's go.
Morning. It's early.
Good morning.
Like 4:30 a.m. early, and the only reason we're up this early is to go into Grand Teton National Park for sunrise.
For an early morning start, it is always helpful to set out everything you need the night before. Here's what we like to bring.
This is true.
Plenty of food, snacks, and water, all of our camera gear along with extra batteries, and we make sure that the car has a full tank of gas. That way, in the morning, all you'll need to do is get ready, grab your things, and hop in the car.
I wish we got that on video. I'm making a piece of toast, and I just set off the fire alarm. Sorry neighbors for waking up so early. I do have a reputation of always setting off fire alarms though. Of all the times.
That's 5 a.m.
That's a way to make friends.
Keep in mind that a full driving tour of the national park is a marathon, not a sprint. If you're able to prepare well beforehand, it will be easier to pace yourself to last longer before getting tired. We may have been tired, but we are ready to go.
Okay, so they really thought about this trip. Okay. I like all the advice shared right there.
It's way too early for this.
One of the nice things about driving through town in the middle of the night is that all the stoplights turn into yields. Even though we did a great job of making sure everything was ready to go before heading into the park, always give yourself extra time to deal with any unforeseen problems that can come up. If you're coming from Jackson, I always love to point out Sleeping Indian Mountain, which should be just to your right. I'll point this out later in the video once it's light out. So far, it looks like it's going to be a good day as the Tetons are completely out with only a few clouds in sight. After you take the turn in, you'll drive on a short section of dirt road before pulling into the parking lot. The first stop was Schwabacher Landing for the sunrise.
It's 5:45. It's early, but you can definitely see everything. So pretty. Look at the reflection.
Oh, look at that, my friend.
This morning, it's definitely not a hidden gem. There's tons of photographers here, but for good reason. Look at that reflection in the water right here. It was like maybe a 2-minute walk.
It's tremendous.
We've got some clouds coming in, and they're slowly covering up the Tetons. So I hope they keep passing and just pass right over them. Sometimes they'll get stuck there and stay all day.
It's fun early in the morning because you're getting to hear the whole wilderness. The birds are out, they're starting to chirp. You can start to hear movement in the bushes from animals. This place is coming alive.
Okay. My friend, so I actually have a video on this channel reacting to someone visiting the Grand Canyon and also someone visiting Yosemite. I'm probably not saying all of that words correct, I know, my friends. But so today we are reacting to the Grand Teton. Would you guys like me to continue with this and react to 2 different parks? If so, leave me the number 28. But for sure, I mean, if you guys want that, I can do it because I love to react to national parks. Leave me the number 28 if I should continue with this series, basically, because it's so amazing to see all the national parks. And in America, you guys have a lot.
Alright, so Schwabacher Landing gets so crowded the closer you get to sunrise. A ton of people showed up and totally crowded our spot, which was fine. I mean, it's a great view. Right as the alpenglow started, the clouds came in and covered the mountains, but that's what you get in the mountains. You never know. We're gonna do a change of pace and try to go find some wildlife and hope that the clouds clear up so we can see the mountains again.
The snow.
Okay.
Snow still.
Bye,
Back to
Schwabacher.
The plan for the day was to start by driving the outer park loop all the way to Coulter Bay before transferring to the inner park loop on our way back to town.
So now that the race for sunrise is over and done with, now we're gonna start looking for some wildlife in between our next few spots.
For us, it only took a few minutes of driving to start seeing elk on the side of the road.
What'd you find?
It's our first little buddies. Are those elk?
Yes, it's elk.
How do you know?
They're butts.
Look at them.
April, May is actually one of the best times to see elk here in Jackson Hole. They usually spend the winter at the elk refuge where they supplement their food right near Jackson Hole Town Square. But now that things are coming back to life, they are out exploring for the summer.
As the sun came out, we arrived at our second stop, Elk Ranch Flats. We were hoping to find the herd of bison here, but at least we got to see some elk.
And per the name, there's a lot of elk here. But we actually came here not to see elk, but to see bison, because this is where Grand Teton National Park's bison herd likes to hang out. No sign of the bison, but we will keep looking.
If you
Oh my god, I know I'm not reacting a lot on this one, but the landscapes they are showing are crazy. Holy, okay. Oh,
or someone in your group needs help getting motivated for an early start on...
By the way, wildlife in America, it's perfect also. I mean, it's amazing that you guys have such beautiful national parks, but they still have a lot of wildlife, you know. I believe we may even see some bears, right? In this park, I believe there is, right?
In your adventure, remind them that the best times to view wildlife from the car are at dawn and dusk.
All right, we've seen elk. Check.
We let our national park pass expire, so time to buy a new one.
It's that time of the year again.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. You as well.
So my friends, I already know that you guys can buy a ticket to enter all the parks. It's like $80 for 1 year. That's a tremendous deal, right?
Entering the national park at the Moran Junction, we passed through Oxbow Bend with views of Mount Moran reflecting on the water.
All right, what do we see? What do we see?
Here it's common to see smaller animals such as otters, foxes, and a variety of birds.
I'm not interested in birds.
Dead fox equals dead.
Yes.
Dead fox equals dead.
Well, that's lighthearted. I love foxes. Don't feed them, everybody.
As we drove past all these signs, Nina and I became especially hopeful about seeing a bear.
I really gotta pee.
But before we could continue on, we needed to make a quick pit stop at Jackson Lake Lodge before reaching our halfway point in Coulter Bay.
Snack time?
Snackle.
On the drive over, I noticed some cars pulled off to the side of the road.
It's usually a good sign that there's something interesting out there. You hate to perpetuate the problem, but it also means that there's probably an animal or some kind of wildlife.
All right, what are we seeing? A lady just said it's a bear. We don't see it yet, but we're gonna try. We got the safari car. That's how we know they spotted it.
Sounds like you hop back into the trees.
Grand Teton National Park has black bears and grizzly bears. Probably the most famous grizzly bear in the world is Bear 399. She lives here in Grand Teton National Park and has given birth to a record number of cubs. I think she also holds the record for being the most photographed grizzly bear in the world. We were told today that if we're looking for her, we need to
Wait, what? I was not aware of this. Okay.
go near Coulter Bay.
But the grizzly bears and black bears, they can stay together? Actually, I don't know that. Okay.
Okay, so that's where we're at, and we'll see if we can see her.
It's super nice getting here early and in the off season because nobody's here, just us.
Jackson Lake is almost completely natural. Before the extra water storage was needed, it was already 400 feet deep. Since we are here in May, you can probably tell that the lake needs some more time to thaw out from the winter. Nina and I always love to take jumping pictures. To get the perfect shot takes some time, but it's always worth it.
We're gonna be taking some jumping pics next to the water.
Oh, I love America, my friends. I love nature, first of all, but in this case, nature is quite beautiful in America.
Now halfway through our driving tour, we started heading back.
And from Culture Bay Village, we're turning back towards the town of Jackson, and now we're driving the inner park loop on the way back. We call it the outer park loop, but you're actually not in Grand Teton National Park, even though you can see the entire park. But this inner park loop that we're on right now, this is officially in the national park, and you'll need to pay the entrance fee to get into this road.
We've been pretty frustrated with the weather. The clouds have been all over the mountains, so whenever we stop, we're kind of waiting, hoping for a window to open up within the clouds. Hopefully you get lucky enough to come when it's just a clear bluebird day and you don't even have to wait for weather windows.
All right, mountains are coming through just barely. This is for sure my favorite part of the drive.
Oh, but yeah, you really have to get lucky, right, my friends? Because the clouds, they can mess your view quite bad. But it's not perfect, but it's still incredible, right?
This is the most we've seen them since.
Hey, leave a like again if you love me to react to more national parks, because I can do it, my friends, and I have such a blast reacting to this.
That sunrise shoot that we were doing this morning, we're sitting here to pull out, hoping that clouds will move just a little bit more and then the sun will shine through and we'll get some great shots of the Grand again.
One of our favorite photo spots is just before the Mountain View turnout. We love to use the lines on the road as leading lines towards the mountains to make your pictures more interesting. Disclaimer, please be careful if you are going to take pictures in the road.
They seem very talented.
Only did this
This
in the
is very well
off-season
shot.
because there are very few cars out.
It feels so special just to be here when hardly anyone else is, because we're here mid-May. This is like peak off-season, meaning this is as low as it gets, where you can actually drive through the park. The roads just opened like a week or two ago, and I just love being able to experience it this way, because this is one of the most visited national parks, and it's awesome to see it not overrun by crowds.
The reason we love
Would you guys say this is top 5 national parks in America? Grand Teton? Or Grand Teton? I'm actually not sure. I believe it's Grand Teton, right? I mean, seems incredible, so...
to save the inner park loop for the second half of the drive is because of the build. I think it's more enjoyable to see the Tetons from far away and finish up all close in person.
And the Grand is out.
Oh,
Gotta seize the moment.
It's always important
oh my... Okay, sorry. Take a look.
all close in person.
And the Grand.
And you guys are telling me this is real? Nah. I have to go to America to check those Grand Tetons out. Okay. No, but for real, my friends, you guys already know what I feel about America, and what I feel about the national parks. Mother Nature is tremendous in the place you guys live.
Is out.
Gotta see
Look at that. Even when they are going into the road, seems that the things are not moving.
seize the moment.
It's always
I mean, I know they are not moving, but seems like they are still very far.
important to pay attention to what the weather is doing as well. Since we got clouds in the morning, we knew that it would take some time for them to burn off and the Tetons to come back out. Now it was off to Jenny Lake.
We are so close. That's why I love this road. You always see the pictures of the Tetons like up front, and you can see all three of them, but I feel like this side angle where you're driving towards them is so unique, and that's why I like it so much, because you don't see it in pictures all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, you're really getting that tree shrub in your foreground. Good job.
The outer park loop tends to be better for wildlife like bison and elk, where the inner park loop is some stunning views of the Tetons and Mount Moran. Parking at Jenny Lake? I've never seen this before.
We didn't even have to wait for it. We just pulled right in.
The Jenny Lake is considered one of the most beautiful lakes in the US, which also makes it one of the most crowded. So to actually get a parking spot at the Jenny Lake Lookout, which only has like 20 spots, especially when there's hundreds and hundreds of visitors every day each summer, is pretty amazing. So for that reason, May is awesome. As with most national parks, phone service inside Grand Teton National Park is almost non-existent. So to do this little drive or to do anything, we have offline maps downloaded for the entire park. That way if we want to search a specific turnout or photo spot, we've got them on our phone regardless of cell service or not.
Oh, this is a tremendous tip, actually. I had no idea about this. So, no internet at all? Okay.
That way you can spend less time worrying about directions and more time enjoying the awesome views.
With the sign missing at Teton Glacier pullout, I would highly recommend using a map to get there since it can be easy to miss.
Teton Glacier pullout is an awesome spot if you like taking pictures with your vehicle. I think the Grand in this shot specifically looks a lot like the Matterhorn if you've ever been to Switzerland. If you're doing the same loop that we did, it will either be your first pullout and picture spot or your last one. And for us, unfortunately, it was our last pullout today.
But as we were driving to go home,
what a
we
great
were quickly
video.
reminded why it's important to plan for extra time in the park, just in case you get lucky like we did.
Lots and lots of people. We hope it means there's wildlife. I hope it's not an elk. I hope it's a bear.
And a
Oh,
bear
bear,
it was,
please.
so we sprinted back to the car to grab our best zoom lens to be able to show you guys what exactly we could see.
Pretty awesome. We're at Bradley Taggart right now in the parking lot.
Let's go, my friends. I'm happy for them and for us that since we are reacting to this.
For there, and there's a grizzly.
Such a cute animal. But I know they are a bit crazy if they attack you. Yeah, you have no chance, right? But they are kind of cute.
Bear and 3 cubs. They're definitely too far away to like really make out their features, which is probably good considering it's a grizzly bear. I feel far enough away to feel safe. Just to give you a picture of what this looks like right now, at this point everyone knows that there's bears. You can definitely see them moving even though they're small. So the parking lot here is packed out. There's people on the side of the road. Everyone's got binoculars or safari lenses. The park ranger over here was saying that a lot of times the mother bears with their cubs will stay close to the roadways because they're more protected from the male bears that want to attack the cubs. And it's the lone male bears that are harder to find because they stay deep in the woods.
Just when we were about to give up hope of seeing a bear, right as we're about to exit the park at Bradley Taggart, came through.
My friends, I know this, the national park system you guys have was a very famous president. I could be wrong, I believe was Roosevelt the first. But either way, I'm very happy that you guys end up, preserving nature this well in America. You guys have a lot of land. You guys have such tremendous landscapes that having all of these national parks makes America even more special for me. And I mean, those animals, the nature, we need to protect this type of stuff, I think, my friends. And I know you guys do that, but what I'm trying to say, I actually end up messing my speech quite a lot. But what I'm trying to say is I'm actually quite proud of what I'm seeing.
We saw the bears. We got bears and elk. That's pretty good.
Seeing 2 sets of animals feels like a big accomplishment. When we're on a hiking trail, it's more common to see more types of animals. I think I've seen moose in the park only when we're hiking.
Moose, low-key, is a really fascinating animal. And I believe Roosevelt ended up riding mooses, because I remember seeing a photo of that. Was that Photoshop at the time? I'm actually not sure. Not Photoshop, but that image is actually quite wild.
I haven't seen elk on a hiking trail. They're easily scared. All that to say, not that many animals hang out roadside. And that completes our loop. We are back on the Outer Park Road, headed back to town.
At the time of filming this video, Moose Wilson Road was closed for early season in the majority of 2023 due to road work. We would highly recommend driving through here if you get the opportunity. If you don't mind the dirt road not being as smooth or as efficient as the park road, it is a great wildlife viewing opportunity.
Lugging all of our stuff back upstairs. It's just about 10:30 a.m. We were out for about 5.5 hours. Probably stopped 5 to 10 minutes at each spot, with the exception of that first reflection spot. We were probably there 30 minutes. And same with the bears, probably 30 minutes as well.
Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Oh,
we look
amazing,
forward
my
to seeing you
friend.
guys join us next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And give them some
and
love
see you in the
on
next
their
video.
channel.
Jay didn't want to carry his own water, and he wanted me to get a bag for it, so I got a bag for it, and then I was just trying to scramble to leave, and I literally threw my coffee mug in the bag, and it spilled everywhere because it's now sealed. And that was dumb on my part, but I'm mad at Jay.
Oh, yeah.
Classic. Okay. This was quite amazing, my friends. Wyoming wildest ride. I may have to check that. Okay, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Actually, one last question. So, the Grand Teton Mountains are part of the Rocky Mountains, right? Well, I hope I'm not saying something stupid, because I believe the Rocky Mountains go all over. So they may get the Grand Teton? No? Either way, I will actually Google that after I stop reacting to this. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Really means a lot that you guys end up spending this time with me. Like I said, I mean, if you like this type of videos, leave a like, leave me the number. I believe I said 28, and I will react to more national parks. See you guys in the next one. Bye.